What is up, everyone? I just got back from work. Wanted to shoot a little video really fast. Last night, I started reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's this, The Phantom Blood Part 1. I have never read a more... Well, that's not true, because I've read a lot of disturbing things. But this book is messed up like nobody's business, so... Let me show you guys. Just, first of all, it's old, and didn't really realize that it was old. I mean, I realized it was old, but I had no idea that it was like hella old. The art in it is, I think it's from like 85, 86 or something like that. I don't really know. I'm sure it'll tell me somewhere. But this dude, he's driving his carriage, and it falls off a ravine or something like that, and the other guy driving another carriage comes down and sees the guy in the ravine, and he's like, oh, let's loot him, because that just freaking makes sense. And so he tries to loot the guy, and let me show you. It's kind of rough doing this one-handed. Oh no, so there it was. So this crazy freaking guy, he's looting the other, and there's some guts. He's trying to loot this old dude, or I guess he's kind of an old dude, this gentleman, and the gentleman wakes up and he's like, are my son and wife alive? And he's like, well, your son's alive, your wife's freaking dead. And he's like, how can I ever repay you for your kindness? But he was trying to steal his crap, and then later on he's dead, and his son is like, hey, go hang out with these guys because they owe me a favor. That's the son. This is the most asshole-ish guy I've ever freaking read about. And that's him. This is JoJo. See, I had no idea. There's like a bajillion JoJos or some shit. That's JoJo, at least as far as I know. That's JoJo. That's what they've been calling him the entire freaking time. And this other dude, his name is Dio. And Dio is an asshole. Dio freaking shows up in his life, and he just, for no bloody reason, he's like, I'm gonna make JoJo's life a living hell. And so he like steals his girlfriend and murders his dog, and I'm only halfway through. I can only imagine the business that's about to unfold. There's this book here. I got another book back there. Well, I got two so far, and then the third one comes out. I think it's already out, actually. But that's all for the Phantom Blood chunk of it. I know the series goes on forever. I'm kind of excited. Well, I'm kind of nervous, actually, to find out what happens. But I'm gonna for sure finish this, so I'll tell you about it in just a second. And I'm back, guys, with more JoJo information. Just finished the second volume that I've got. So this is the second one. That's the first one. Finished that one. Finished this one. There's a lot to say, and I'm gonna do an official review. Don't be fooled. This is something that's just been on my mind because I just finished it. Like, I'm excited, kind of. The story is actually, it's spoilable, so I don't want to say anything dumb or bad and have you folks get mad at me. But the Dio character is crazy. Like, I thought the first little bit was nuts, and the second book, let me show you. The second book is way more fighting, way more just craziness happening. And one thing is that I'm really not used to having characters so big and buff. Like, he's a buff man, and I'm not used to this because I'm used to, like, I guess I'm used to Dragon Ball, but like, that's his arm, guys. That is a big dude, and I'm not used to this. I'm not knocking it. Like, I think it's cool. And you can tell it's old. One thing is that around in the 80s, old manga, like the first Dragon Ball volumes and Tenchi Muyo, stuff like that, they didn't really have the techniques that we do today. So the manga was basically drawn with like 2 or 3 colors. Let me show you again. So you've got kind of like a screen tone. Well, this is a good example. So you've got that guy, the bandaged up man, and let me see if I can. There we go. Focus in on him. So you've got screen tones. You've got good stuff, but the look of him, it kind of gets lost because the lines kind of blend into the color in quotation marks. But so it's a little bit difficult to read. Like, that's a gorgeous picture. Not many people could do better work than that. But it kind of just, you sort of lose some of it. Whereas today there's a bunch of different grays that people can use. And I'm not saying that today's manga is better at all. The majority of the crap that I own is old, and this is old. But they've reprinted it, and that's the exciting part. So they've reprinted this JoJo's. They're in hardbound. Anyone who knows me knows I like the bigger hardbound manga. And so I've got both of them down. I was actually really excited. It got to a point where I wanted to know what happened, not just because I'm interested, but because I'm like, I like this JoJo character. And I hate this Dio character. This Dio character, well, he was a lot crazier in the first one, but there's so much, there's a lot of fighting, and he's learning some cool, like, martial art Eastern technique, and I want to see where that goes, just because it's sort of unique. I mean, it's definitely unique. It's the first, as far as like old stuff goes, it's the first comic manga that I've seen use this specific technique. When you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's good. It's good, and it's kept my attention. Like I was saying, I've actually ordered the other one from Amazon. It should get here actually tomorrow. It should get here tomorrow. So another unboxing. But I'll throw this together. Well, yeah, I'll throw this together as a review. I don't know what I'm going to do. Just stay tuned.